everybody, Merry Christmas. This is a little tutorial video for how to make your star-shaped Christmas card for you to give to a special friend this Christmas. So there you go, that's the sort of thing we're aiming for. And you can make yours any colour you like. I'm happening to make mine orange simply because that's the card I have there, and it's pretty nice card and I like the colour. So there we go, I'm going to make mine orange, but here's a whole load of colours. You could make yours whatever colour you like. I'm going to start by folding my piece of orange card here in half. Okay, so I'm going to line up these corners and I'm going to fold my card in half, and here I need to keep that fold towards me. So as I take my template sheet, I'm going to lay my template sheet over the top of this. Can you see here it says line up to fold in card? I need to line up the fold in my card with this line. Now I can hold that up to a lamp or a window if I want to see through the paper to make sure I've lined it up correctly. I have, so carefully with my scissors I'm going to cut round this. If you're not confident with scissors, ask a grown-up to help you. That will be good. Otherwise, safely and carefully, let's have a go at cutting this out. Try and hold on to it nice and tight so that as you move it round, you don't let the template shift, because otherwise you might not cut out a star at all. You might cut out a completely different shape because it's wibbled so much and wobbled. So there we go, it's quite easy to just cut round. And then when we get to the end here, I'm not going to follow that cut line, I'm just going to go straight on because I don't want to break this part, because that is the fold, the hinge if you will, on my card. So there you go, I've made the first section of my card. The next thing I want to cut out is some straw for my baby Jesus to use as bedding. Now you can see in this one I've used yellow paper, and if you're looking for some yellow paper, maybe you've got one of these templates for the angels that we made here, and you'll notice here there is a big blank spot on this page, and that could be used by you to make some straw, because look, I can cut this out here and it won't damage the angel craft at all as long as I'm careful. I can put that back to one side. The angel craft is still there ready for me to use, but I can use this to make some strips of paper which can be straw for Jesus's manger. So let's cut this into strips. There we go. I think some of these strips are quite large, so I'm going to take a few of them and I'm going to just cut them in half. Bingo, look at that. So let me lay this down. Let me pop some glue on my page here. There we are. Now I'm going to lay these strips of straw into where my manger is going to go. We don't have a manger yet, but we'll get there. Give me time. Yeah, we'll get there. Now, here we are. Bit more glue on there just so I can get another one on top. Perfect. That'll do us. Oh, let's finish it off, Dave. Let's have another couple. Yeah, this is looking good. I'm sure Jesus is looking forward to this one. Now, on the top of my sheet, I've got a couple of other templates. Let's cut them out just so we can see what they are. Only roughly for now. I don't need to do this neat. I've got a baby Jesus, which I'll cut out later. And I've got a thing that kind of looks a little bit like an ark almost. And this is the manger. It says manger template just above it. I'm going to take some brown card or brown paper, and I'm going to line up my template over this brown paper and again cut round it. Now I'm going to do this simply at first, just roughly, so that I know I've got the bits that I need, and then I'll go in and cut the detail in. Alright? I like to cut it out in rough first and then do it in neat afterwards, because that way I know I'm only cutting the bits that I need to cut, because sometimes when I've got a great big piece of paper to cut round, I get a little bit confused and muddled. So that's my template. I can keep that for later in case I need to make another one, but I'm not going to need it for now. That is all I need, my manger. So let's put some glue on the back of my manger. And then I'm going to put my manger on here over the top of my straw. So now we have a lovely manger with some straw, looking very inviting. I'm sure our Jesus character is very much looking forward to staying in that manger. So let's cut him out. Let's cut him out. Are you ready? Here we go. I'm going to cut round. We've already cut round it in rough, so we can now cut round in neat. Do you see here it says glue tab? I need to make sure I keep hold of that, because that's how I'm going to make sure it sticks to itself. So cut around the glue tab. You need to save that. Don't cut that off. Okay, just cutting around Jesus's hair. And now, there we go. Jesus is there, ready for some glue. Let's put some glue on this glue tab. Marvellous. And put the lid on that, because otherwise my glue stick will dry out, won't it? Now I just need to fold this round into a circle, make a little tube. There we go. And Jesus is nearly ready to go onto the manger. Sorry, I've put my glue away too soon. Let me get it out again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger inside as I do this, just so I've got something to push against when I put glue on the back of the little baby Jesus, because otherwise I'm going to squash him flat and then he's going to look a little bit funny when I place him in the manger. Are you ready? Which way around should we go? Let's go that way. There we are. Jesus is now in the manger. Now, as I said before, this template will work more than once. So I've made some different ones here in different colours, and knock that over. You'll see on this one I've actually used some string as some straw in this one rather than the yellow paper. So if you don't have any yellow paper, don't worry, you could use some brown or some yellow string to make the manger, the straw in the manger on your one. Now, what's the best bit about Christmas cards? Giving them to a friend. So why don't you open up your card and write in it really nicely a lovely Christmas message to send some love to somebody that you love this Christmas. Have a very, very happy Christmas, and I hope to see you again soon. Grace and peace. Bye.